Bitch, all we have is corned beef and cabbage.
I'm Sean O'Malley, and this is my beautiful wife, Delaney O'Donnell O'Malley.
We think you need to eat at our restaurant. Bitch, all we have is corned beef and cabbage, where it's St. Patrick's Day, 365 days a year.
Except on Sundays, when we take the day off, because we say we're going to church.
So if you really like corned beef and cabbage, we're your restaurant.
What if I also like potatoes?
Bitch, all we have is corned beef and cabbage.
Well, would I be able to get a green beer with that?
I'll take this one, honey.
Go for it, dear.
Bitch, all we have is corned beef and cabbage.
So no beverages of any kind then?
It's BYOB itch. All we have is corned beef and cabbage.
Bitch, all we have is corned beef and cabbage, but sometimes the cabbage can get kind of watery.
Don't say that on the commercial.
They can cut that part.
I'm not paying extra for editing. Say the name of the restaurant again.
Bitch,
Wait. Let's say it together. All right?
do a countdown.
3, 2, 1. Bitch, all we have is corned beef and cabbage. Lord, I need a drink.
Oh, I hope they can cut that part too.
Hello, and welcome to Far Out Fiesta, episode 30, our St. Patrick's Day Specialy McSpecialington. Please give it up for the amazing Cassidy Kennedy. I am Richard Houghton. These are our special guest stars, Joshua Briscoe and Marishal Vera. Ready to do the thing?
Let's do it.
Let's do the thing.
Cabby. Where are you three headed?
We're not three-headed anywhere.
We're not a three-headed snake, silly.
3 separate snakes.
We're looking for some action, Patrick. Maybe you could take us to a place with plenty of bunnies to strangle.
Yuck.
Dude, I'm a snake.
He's looking for action, Patrick. I'm digesting a squirrel, so I just want drinks.
Gross.
Dude, I'm a snake.
What's the coolest bar in town? Wow, Patrick, are you okay? You look so skinny.
Sheila!
Well, he does.
I've been fasting for 35 days.
Stop attacking him, Sheila. Can we go to a nice Irish pub?
I think you'd be better off outside of Ireland.
So you're driving us snakes out of Ireland?
Way to point out the obvious, Bob.
As long as we don't go to the beach.
We look like sea snakes.
I don't know.
Reptile races.
Reptile isn't a race, it's a species.
Reptile species.
The sea air makes my skin crawl.
Here we are.
Patrick, this is the sea!
No, Patrick!
Well, this is a fine how do you do.
The absence of snakes in Ireland gave rise to the legend that they all had been driven out by St. Patrick, who drove them into the sea after they attacked him during a 40-day fast.
It's
a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick was an effing poser saint.
George pounds Irish whiskey in a car wash. He considers scalding himself to death with hot wax or drowning himself in a foam wash. I tap on his window.
I don't have any change.
There's a dollar changer over there. You could get change.
That's not the point.
What is the point?
There's no point to me living. My life is pointless.
I like your green plastic hat.
Thank you. It's held on by this elastic string.
Would you like to see what the world would be like if you were never born?
Heck yeah, mystical hobo.
Ooh, look at us. We're going back in time.
No money for special effects?
Bingo.
You blew your special effects budget on bingo?
Yeah, affirmative. Shut up. Time travel is hard.
My effing guardian angel just told me to shut up. If I was...
Look, it's the Chipotle by your apartment. It's the day after St. Patrick's Day.
And it's Mary. I can tell because she's stuffing half of that giant-ass burrito in her mouth in one bite.
Well,
what?
I was waiting for an oral sex joke. Continue.
I remember on Thanksgiving night, I held her hair as she puked up green beer.
Hello, Mary.
Can't talk. Starving. Had a little too much green beer yesterday. Probably did some things I'm not proud of. I can't remember.
You seem to be enjoying that burrito.
A bout with TMJ Gave me the ability to unhinge my jaw like one of those snakes that was driven out of Ireland.
Yes, I've met a few hookers who could do that too.
Really? Close by?
What's that in your hair, Mary?
What? Ah, it's green puke. Nobody was around to hold my hair when I puked green beer last night.
All right, let's go, George.
That's it? The only difference I made in the world was keeping puke out of Mary's hair for day after Chipotle?
Yep. Let's go back to the car wash. I'll find someone else to save. And we're back.
Wow. You didn't even try the special effects that time.
Nope.
Who's that?
Why, it's Zuzu.
What a weird name for a little girl.
Wait till you hear what she has to say.
Every time a young girl wears something green and too tight and pounds Jell-O shots at 9 a.m., an angel gets a waxing.
King Leprechaun.
Why are you pacing with your camera, Bridges? Come back to the ship's bar and have another green beer.
That's easy for you to say, Colonel Elaine.
Many things are easy for me to say, Bridges. I know how to speak.
You would be pacing too if King Leprechaun, a giant half-ape, half-leprechaun, took your best girl to Cranium Island.
I'm better at protecting my best girls, Bridges. There's nothing else we can do until we make landfall.
Ooh, make landfall. So nautical.
The way I see it, you can keep pacing and I can continue badgering you about it, or we can get greased up and do it till we're both so dehydrated we slough our skins.
Meanwhile, on Cranium Island...
I'm glad the half-leprechaun part of you speaks English.
I'm glad you have no problem with me repeatedly bathing you and drying you off by blowing you dry.
Yes, I'm quite perverted. I'm afraid of what they might do to you tomorrow.
Because I kidnapped you on St. Patrick's Day Eve and dragged you back to Cranium Island.
Because my boyfriend is a weak, faithful racist. Colonel Elaine will exploit anything with green fur, pointy shoes, central nervous system.
So she doesn't do that much exploiting then.
Not really, no.
Another bath?
Sure.
The next morning... There they are!
I know. He's a 20-foot fairy gorilla hybrid.
Bridges? Did you slough your skin?
No, she slept hers too.
I won't let you kill King Leprechaun.
We're not here to kill that drunken Irish ape. We're here to rescue you.
Is that true, Colonel Elaine?
I'm not here to kill you, but I would like to make a pile of money off of you.
Oh, what would I have to do?
After we greased up and...
Colonel Elaine!
I'm thinking we start a Fallon, and then, depending on how things go in time, you could host the feud.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. Leprechaunectomy.
Hello, Kelly. Have you met my male nurse, Tony?
You know, it's not necessary to point out my gender to every patient.
But it was helpful to me.
Well-
Thank you, Dr. Brown.
You couldn't tell I was a dude.
I'm the patient, not the doctor.
So exactly what is the problem?
I would prefer that she asked me that question.
What exactly is the problem?
There's a leprechaun living in my belly.
Look at me! I'm stomaching around in her pancreas!
Oh!
How did it get in there?
Male nurse, I think that's not really the issue.
Male nurse! I kinda wanna poke an eye hole in your gut! So, you want the leprechaun out?
A leprechaunectomy.
But I'm happy in here! Although my beard is caked with your blood!
I do want him out.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yes? Online it said you specified in fairy removal?
Yes, and my dad wanted me to be a podiatrist. How soon would you like to do the procedure?
How does right now sound?
Well, it rhymes with bite cow.
I'm not sure I want her doing the surgery.
Hey, now, I haven't lost a leprechaun yet.
What about the patient?
Not one single leprechaun. Male nurse Tony Prepper.
Oh, again, calling attention to my gender. Now, what do I save again? Parade planning.
It's just such an honor to have you as our Grand Marshal, former President Squid. No, the pleasure is all ours. Former President Squid, are you flirting with me? Oh, sorry to misinterpret that. I'm not used to being around such powerful... the parade starts in 5 minutes. Do you have any questions? Your float will move 2 to 6 miles per hour, yes. Yes, your driver is a former Marine. Semper Fi indeed. Oh, they're ready for us.
Hold it right there, ma'am.
But I have to get to him. He's my only hope.
Don't make me shoot you, especially since I'm wearing a fake green beard and a plastic hat.
I'm just so confused, former President Squid. I thought I knew that this country was all about this, and I thought we all wanted the same things. I thought we all had respect for each other. Well,
I will leap over a green puke, save your life, former President Squid. I never thought about it like that.
I am so sorry.
Oh, that is so sweet. He's holding her hair while she pukes green beer.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Guys, photo op. Photo op.
Pinch. Sir, why dost thou pinchest me?
Just the early 1700s, and you're not wearing green.
There are better ways to pinch a woman. If you place your fingers like this and...
Why dost thou pinchest my sister?
And who are you to question Mr. Darcy?
You, sir, may call me Emily.
I will call you what I wish.
She gets him in a headlock.
Okay, Emily, damn!
I am merely trying to protect you.
It would appear that your friend...
He is not my friend. He is my attaché.
Is that a euphemism for a lover?
'Tis so.
It would appear that your euphemism needs protection.
It's the 1700s, ma'am. We make condoms from pig intestines and eels.
It's not as bad as it sounds.
What do I need protection from?
Leprechauns and other fairy creatures.
It will pinch anyone they see not wearing green.
Like, what kind of pinch?
Right, and where will they pinch you?
The answer to those questions determines whether or not I shall ever wear green again.
I pinched you as a reminder to wear green, so that you would remain invisible to the leprechauns and would not get pinched.
Perhaps you should pinch me again to really remind me.
Yes, and then you should pinch me slower.
Snuggletown Deli Dinner Theater.
Eppie is at it again, planning a historical dinner theater St. Patrick's Day reenactment in the deli.
Oh, dinner theater in a deli. What a great idea.
I second that.
What do you know about the life of St. Patrick, Eppie the honeybee?
According to the confession of Patrick, when he was about 16, he was captured by Irish pirates from his home in Great Britain.
Oh, I want to play an Irish pirate.
Thanks, Hoppy the grasshopper.
I want to play Great Britain.
Thanks, Kenny the fish who can live on land.
When is my solo?
You'll be lucky to get a duet with me, Rita the swallow.
You C-word! Nobody puts Rita in the corner!
Patrick was taken as a slave to Ireland looking after animals, where he lived for 6 years before escaping and returning to his family.
I'd offer to build a set, but, dear Lord, I can't breathe. There's a little bit, I don't know, I have zero capacity for swinging a hammer.
What about my big dance number? Tiny birds are great at dancing.
I'm thinking either chorus or maybe you can be the assistant stage manager.
What are you going to play, Eppie?
St. Patrick, of course.
Of course, C-word.
After becoming a cleric, he returned to Northern and Western Ireland.
In later life, he served as a bishop, but little is known about the places where he worked. By the 7th century, he had already come to be revered as the patron saint of Ireland. What? I can Google things too.
You're right, Rita the swallow. I haven't been very fair to you. What if you play the young Patrick and I play the older St. Patrick?
That sounds terrific. And I'm I'm sorry I pooped in your potato salad.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
You guys, rehearsal starts at midnight.
Taste lady and smell boy, how lucky for me. Smell boy holds taste lady's hair while she pukes green beer in an alley.
Here come my feet. Stop thrashing around so much. You're making it hard to hold your hair. These are involuntary actions. This is really hard on me. My sense of smell is very acute.
Look, Four-Leaf, it's Taste Lady and Smell Boy.
So it is, Master Schlely.
Taste Lady and Smell Boy, we meet again.
Not a good time.
For either of us, she got some on me. I'll be smelling that in my costume for air.
You thwarted my scheme to replace the National Mint's money with mints. I spent 2 years in prison because of you.
You thwarted my scheme to make an all-leprechaun Mount Rushmore. I spent 4 years in prison.
Any chance we can have this standoff in a day or two?
Yeah, we don't usually work together, but we were having a couple of beers together for St. Patrick's Day at our villain's bar.
Okay, great story. Terrific to see you. See you soon.
Look what just popped out of her pocket. How lucky for me.
No, it's the keys to the Sense-mobile. I'll use my telescoping Specialy to slide those keys to us.
Should I keep holding your hair? I keep them from getting the keys? Too late.
Oh, look, the Sense-mobile is full of gas.
Lucky for me.
You said that already.
Catchphrase.
So long, Taste Lady and Smell Boy.
Supervillains are not allowed to drive the Sense-mobile. It's in the lease.
Okay, there's nothing left in my stomach.
We're terrible superheroes.
The worst.
Was the night before St.
St.
Patrick's
Patrick's
Day.
Day.
It was the night before St. Patrick's Day when all through the bar, no one got laid except in your mom's car. The regulars were hammered from their happy hour drinks. Dunk your wang in green beer and the fleshy thing shrinks.
The Jell-O shots were nestled all cold in their freezers to be tossed from parade floats at some kids and some geezers. And Dave in his green corset and Elaine in her tie were bending the right genders. What the F? They were bi.
When out of the alley there arose so much noise from teachers making out with 2 7th-grade boys. Away to the dumpster I charged like a rhino, knocking over a clover girl, a green clown, and a wino.
The urine puddled up on the fresh astroturf, making a wet, stinky pillow for a green Papa Smurf. As I squinted to see through my ripped contact lens, a bishop felt up what I think were green hens.
Smurf was a leprechaun with green beer in each hand. I knew holding beer beat him milking his gland. The rats seemed to know him. Up his pants legs they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now plago, now jaundice, now rickets, now cirrhosis. On boilo, on gum's blood, on gout, on trichinosis. Squeeze into my butt crack and the sack of my ball. But the rodent infestation caused the green man to fall.
And the vermin did scurry as they fled from the place. A frat boy drew a very fine dick on his face. When the cops came by later, they said, "What a cute elfie," and posed for a dick face leprechaun selfie.
A middle-aged bar woman danced on the table as the bar's entertainment, till they paid for their cable. The bartender was filling some condoms with whiskey, but the lube and the rubbers made drinking it risky.
In the morning, the bar drunks made their way to the street, where the demised leprechaun was draped in a sheet. The bar's dancing lady gave his dead hair a stroke, not to be friendly, to snag his last smoke.
In just 30 minutes, the parade would be starting, which left just enough time for dry heaving and sharding. The leprechaun resurrected, surprising the bishop, as a frat boy dick artist threw most of his fish up.
With clothes that were too tight and green hats with elastic, and I with my green front butt made out of plastic. We had trouble walking, but pulled spit together and met 20 chicks whose names were all Heather.
We arrived at the parade before the first float. The Leprechaun died again, and he started to bloat. I flashed my wiener, eager for beads, but a beer can soon showed me how bad a wing bleeds.
I used a clover balloon to stop most of the bleeding. My Coke then kicked in, and damn, I was speeding. I said, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." A huge mistake. The only one interested was a tranny named Drake.
I saw an old girlfriend and thought might as well. I was bloody and coked up and horny as hell. She said unlimited access, including the rear. We went home. I held her hair as she puked up green beer.
Uncle Vic Brothers. Oh.
Uncle Vic, why are you so bloody?
Ask him.
Who is he?
Or her.
Who is she, and why are they both coming in?
I'm Vic's brother, Pete. You can call me Uncle Pete.
I won't.
Take off your shirt. I need to stop my weak brother's bleeding.
Don't be an a-hole, Pete. Hi, I'm Connie. Uncle Pete's, niece. Green beer?
Sure, I'm Katie. I'm very sorry for you. 1, 2, 3, chug.
1, 2, 3, chug.
Wow. Oh, that's not sitting well.
Don't take off your shirt.
I wasn't going to.
Yeah, Pete got in a couple of lucky punches.
And a lucky gouge.
We were bare-knuckle fist fighting since dawn.
What a stupid thing to do.
Thank you. Yeah, that one didn't sit so well either.
Let's try another. 1, 2, 3, chug.
1, 2, 3, chug.
That went down a little better. Oh, no, it didn't.
Yeah, bare-knuckle fist fighting until dawn is a St. Patrick's Day tradition.
For idiots.
It's a great way to work off the calories from all the green beer. Dang, man, my ribs are shifting.
Yeah, I was working the body. Probably gonna need a colostomy bag before too long. Hey, would you mind popping my nose back into place?
It would be an honor.
Oh! Some horrible pain! Oh, that hurt
Oh,
so
shut up. I
bad.
barely touched you.
I don't feel so hot.
Me neither.
Uncle Pete, can you hold my hair?
Sure, Connie.
Uncle Vic?
Way ahead of you.
Happy St. Patty's Day, Vic.
Happy St. Patty's Day, Pete. You pussy. And that is going to do it for us. That is episode 30, the St. Patrick's Day Specially McSpecialington. Please give it up for the amazing Cassidy Kennedy. My name's Richard Houghton. These are our special guests, Joshua Briscoe and Marishal Vera.
Hey.
Does anybody have anything they'd like to plug?
If you've ever loved my tattoo or liked my tattoo, Symmetry 6 Fine Art Studio in Fort Worth, Texas. These guys right here off Western Center, Symmetry 6 Fine Art Studio. Hit them up.
Very cool.
Cool. Well, I am going to promote my local printing shop that does all my headshots for a really great deal on the same day, and it's called East Dallas Printing, and that is on Garland Road.
Just gonna say, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's
Stay
Day.
safe.
Patrick's Day, guys.
Cool. There's
Yoga Garage
Yoga
stuff.
Garage. There's a web series that's almost completely edited. I'm looking for places to put it, but we'll be having a premiere hopefully in the April 20th timeframe, somewhere around there. Also, we are following up a really great radio show. If you have not heard it, it's Why Wouldn't We Radio. They are right before us. Watch them on demand. Watch all the great shows. Give it up for Brent.
Thank you, Brent.
Our producer Brent today has been awesome.
I think we're out.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.